Good morning, student. In yesterday class, we studied about Boolean algebra. Just take a quick review of Boolean algebra so that we can further move on the topic. So what is Boolean algebra? Boolean algebra is an algebra that deals with Boolean values true and false. Okay. Uh, Truth table, I told you how you make a truth table, and it's just a representation of all possible logical values and statement. Here, not gate is just reverse, then or gate is just a addition of two numbers. And remember, if you add 1 plus 1, the resultant will come 1 0, but we see only 1. And in OR gate, if one of the value is true or 1, then output will come 1. Okay, but just reverse in case of AND gate. If any of the value is 0, the output will come 0. So we are our basic logic gates are NOT gate, OR gate, and AND gate. Okay, now look at the representation of NOT gate. Its X is the input and it is a diagrammatically representation of NOT gate, and Y is our output. And you can say Y is equals to X bar, because here you can see X output input X is just reverse as an output. That's why it is known as X bar. And you can denote X bar in a two way. Just say write down X and put a comma. Okay, or put a bar on X. So there are two kind of representation to keep X bar. Fine. X is 0 and 1. Just reverse in case of NOT gate. That's why we call NOT gate as a inverter gate. Fine. Look at here the diagrammatical representation of OR gate. OR gate. It's a diagram of OR gate. In OR gate, because OR gate is a binary gate, that's why you give two inputs to OR gate and the output will come X plus Y. Here is a truth table of Y gate. When you take two input, as I told you, if one of the input value is 1, then you will get 1 as output. If both the value is 0, then you will get 0. Look at once more time the representation of OR gate. Fine. And as I told you in last class also, that you can calculate number of rows by taking input. If there are two input, then 2 raised to the power 2. That means 4 rows will become for the input. Okay. See here, you have two input X and Y. If you do 2 raised to the power 2, then you will get 4 rows here. If 3 inputs are there, then you will get 8 rows. Fine. Now see AND gate. AND gate is here. The AND gate have two or more than two input signal that produce output signal. When all the input are high, the output is 1, otherwise output is 0. Okay. If all the inputs, I am repeating, if all the inputs are high, then you will get output high, otherwise low, means 1, otherwise 0. And this is the circuit diagram of AND gate, X and Y. Fine. Remember these three, because these three are very important. Circuit diagram. Now, basic postulates of Boolean algebra. Boolean algebra consists of fundamental laws that are based on theorem of Boolean algebra. These fundamental laws are also known as basic postulates of Boolean algebra. These postulates state basic relation in Boolean algebra. If x does not equals to 0, that means x is equals to 1. If we say x does not equals to 1, then x is equals to 0. See here, we already done this logical addition of or and we already seen how or works and works. Okay, complement rule, just reverse, that means not gate. Principle of duality, the principle state duality. What do you mean by duality? Dual, okay, that deals with two things. The principle state that we can derive Boolean relation from another Boolean relation. So duality is showing here because we can calculate something from other. Okay, but we can derive one Boolean relation from other Boolean relation. That is your principle of duality. Change each and. If you have AND gate, you can change it to OR gate. If you have OR, you can change it to AND. Replace 0 and 1 and each one with 0. See here how it works. The principle of duality, how it works. 1 plus, sorry, 0 plus 0 is equals to 0 and 1 plus 0 is equals to 1. Then dual is 1 dot 1 is 1 here and 0 dot 1 you get 0. Okay, this is the principle of duality. Basic theorem of Boolean algebra we studied in last class also. Take a quick review, revise just these theorems once more time. Properties of 0 and 1. If in any value you add 0, then you will get the value itself, because as I told you, if when we use OR operation we add something to 0, okay, then we will get the value. If we add 1 to something, then what we will get? 1. Okay, 0 into x, now it's AND operation. 0 dot x is equals to 0, 1 dot x is x. It's very simple, we already done it when we see OR gate and AND gate. Okay, idempotention law, what it says, when both are same, then you will get the value. See how it works. Yeah. It says when both the values are same, 1 plus 1, what you will get for 1 plus 1? Itself 1. Wait, where is it? Equals to, yeah. Fine, you itself get it 1. Then yeah. Then it says if you add both the values same, 0 plus 0, that means you are getting 0. So this means that when you add two numbers with same values, you will get the same value result. Okay. Next is your x dot x. We will see for x dot x, 1 dot 1. You will get for 1 dot 1, what value you will get? You will get 1 dot 1, 1 itself. Okay. And for 0 dot 0, you will get 0 itself. So it's proof theorem. Now involution theorem. When twice you will take a bar, the value will come itself. Suppose here we take x, x is equals to 1. Okay, if we take one time bar of x bar, then x bar is equals to, now it revert 0. Again we have to take a bar of x bar. Okay, if you take x bar bar, fine, it will gives you a value 1 now. Now the output you are seeing output. If we take double x bar, twice a bar of x, you will get the itself a value. Fine. Complementary law. What complementary law says? X plus x bar equals to 1. See here. How? X plus, it's saying x plus x bar. So take if x is equals to 1, find 1 plus what's x bar? 0. Then what the value you will get? 1 itself. Okay, fine. Now if x dot x bar, here x is 1, then x bar is 0, you will get 0 value. Yeah, it's correct, you will get 0 because 1 dot 0 is equals to 0. Commutative law. What commutative law says? X plus y means 1 plus 0 is equals to 0 plus 1. Both result will come same because 1 plus 0 is equals to what the value of 1 plus 0? 1. And what the value of 0 plus 1? 1 itself. So you will get the same result. Okay. Associative law. What associative law says? X, see here, x is 1 here. I am writing here value. If x is 1, y is 0 and z is 0. Okay, or you can say z is, yeah, anything you can take, 1 or 0 is 0. Fine. See here what your theorem says. X plus, instead of x we will put the value. This theorem we are doing now, this associative law. Okay, for this theorem I am doing this thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now see here, if x is here 1, now plus, start a bracket, y plus z, 0 plus 0 plus 0, close the bracket. Now what result you will get? 0 plus 0 means 0, means 1 plus 0 you will get, and what 1 plus 0 says? 1. Fine. Now see, now RHS, what RHS says? What RHS says? And wait. Yeah, what RHS says x plus y means in bracket we will write 1, um, 1 plus 0, close the bracket, then plus z, 0. That means 1 plus 0 you will get 1, okay, then plus 0 you will get again 1. See here, now okay, in both the case you are getting the same result. Okay, I will write here that LHS is equals to RHS. Now in both the case you will get the same result. You will do for this at your end. Now see distributive law. What distributive law says? X dot yz is equals to xy plus xz. Okay, now we will do for distributive law. See here. Yes. Yeah. Now what we'll do for the distributive law? Okay. Control Z. Now here we will write now. Distributive law says x. So as I say, x value is 1. Then bracket will start y plus 0, 0 plus 0. Now what says in output? So the value, what value it will come? 1 dot 0 means 0 will come. Here we will take RHS now. X plus y. 1, oh sorry, x dot y, 1 dot 0 plus y x z. Okay, x z. What the value of x z? 1 dot 0. So that means 0 plus 0 will come 0. Okay. Now absorption law, x plus y is equals to x. How? 1 plus 1 dot 0. What the value of come? 1 plus 0. That means 1 will come. Here the same x value is same as the. So we done with all rules. Okay. Now see how De Morgan theorems work. What De Morgan theorem says, a mathematician, okay, a mathematician named De Morgan developed a pair of important rules regarding group of complementation in Boolean algebra. What De Morgan's first theorem says, this rule states that the complement of OR of two operands, or here plus sign represent OR, okay, OR of two operand is same as the end complement. What is complement? Complement. This bar is showing complement of two operands using OR is same as the and of the complements of those operands. Okay, mathematical. It can be written as like this. Here you can see that this is OR gate and this shows the complement. Two inputs A and B. This is OR. This is complement. So it's a circuit diagram of this. Now, how you will get the result of this? This is equivalent to, it says and of a, complement of a. For complement we add NOT gate. For complement of B we add NOT gate, and then we take the dot, means and of both the inputs. Okay, so this is a circuit diagram. Now what De Morgan's second theorem says. De Morgan's second theorem says that the complement of and of two operands, complement of the and of two operand is same as the OR of the complement of those operands. So if we draw circuit diagram of this, it says that first and then not. Okay, but here we have to take complement of A individually and B individually. So first we add, before OR we add NOT gate in both the inputs, and then we will get the result. Fine. Next, how we will derive Boolean expression? By the min and max terms. By the min and max term. Consider two binary value x and y combined with AND operation. How? See here. X bar. Okay, I just show now. Yeah. See. X, y. Then x bar y, x, y, and so on, like this. Each of these four AND terms represent one of the distinct areas in Venn diagram. It is called min term. These are called min term. Fine. Consider two binary variables x and y combined with OR operation. We are combining them with the OR operation. Each of these four OR terms represent one of the distinct areas in Venn diagram, and it is called max term and is standard. When we add them, consider as a max term. Yeah. See now how x, y, z. You take three input x, y, z. Now x term are x, y, z bar. Each are having a simply dot between them, dot between x, y, z. So these are, when there is a dot and operation, these are considered as a min term. When there is a OR operation, these are considered as a max term. Fine. Clear with the table? Next. Yeah. See here. A Boolean function may be represented algebraically from a given truth table by forming minterm of each combination of variables that produce as a one in function, then taking OR of all the terms. It's just saying the function, how function will work. It's saying a Boolean function may represent algebraically from given truth table by forming minterms. पहले क्या किया इन्होंने minterms लिया, ठीक है, for each combination है यहाँ पर x, y and 0 of the variable that produce one in a function, then taking OR. So function 1 represent min terms and function 2 represent max terms. Okay, if you see, whenever what we did in dot, whenever we get 0, the output will come 0. Here you will see only where you are getting, here see 0 0 you will get 0, then 0 0 and 1 you will get 1. Okay, and same you will see for 0, 2 zeros are there, you will do this, then fine, and you will get the table like this. Here what function f1 says, we will get notify what function f1 says, that we have to take, remember we have to take x bar, y bar, z plus x, y bar, z plus x, y, z. So m1 is here x bar. We will take bar of x. Bar of x is 1, bar of y is 1, then 0. One term is coming 0, that's why we are getting 0. Okay. See how 1 comes. X bar 1, then y bar 1, z 1. That's why we are getting 1. Okay, we have to take bar of x and y because function 1 says x y, x bar y bar z. Okay, these function will be given to you, no problem. The function will given and you can create truth table and vice versa. Truth table will be given and you have to calculate the function. Okay, so this is function 1. You will do yourself for function 2. The complement of Boolean function may read from the truth table by forming a min term for each combination that produces a 0 in a function and then ORing those terms. Okay. Example now. One example is giving AB plus C such as a sum of min terms. It's saying such as a, in question it's given such as a sum of min term. So we have to expand, we have to calculate the expression. Okay, see, each term must contain OR variables. Here first you are getting A, B plus C. Now for AB you can write C plus C bar because value of C plus C bar is equals to 1. Okay, instead of writing we can write A, B, C plus C bar. That means that is also equals to AB. Okay, now calculate it, ABC plus ABC bar. Till here it's clear. Now for C we will see how we can expand C into A plus A bar. Okay, AC plus A bar C. Now combine both the terms again because we ऐसा हम क्यों कर रहे हैं, हमें तीनों टर्म्स चाहिए ए बी सी, तो फर्स्ट वाले में ए बी ऑलरेडी था हमारा, इसलिए हमने सी प्लस सी बार से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया। सी वाले में हमें बी और ए चाहिए, फर्स्ट हमने ए से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, देन बी प्लस बी बार से। ओके, दैट्स व्हाई यू विल गेट दिस टर्म नाउ और बोथ द टर्म्स। ओके, जहाँ पे इस टर्म को और इस टर्म को दोनों को ऐड कर देना है, कंबाइन कर देना है, बिकॉज हियर दिस इज एडेड. So you will get these terms. Now a a bar plus b bar c, this is 1. Okay, then like this you have to calculate all these terms. Fine. Now you will say, ma'am, how we will get this m1, m2, m3? You will get from here. See here. Wait 1 minute. Yeah. Here you will see, first you are getting a bar, b bar, c. Now find out from here a bar, b bar, c. It's in m1, x bar, y1. Okay, so you have to remember these table or learn this table and then find out the terms you will get for m1, m2. So you will get the result like this. Okay, for m1 you will write 1, for m3 3, m5 5, and so on. Fine. Second question is giving over here. You have to calculate for max term. In max, what? Convert the function into odd than term using distributive law. Okay, you have to convert it by distributive law. Your first function, say here x y, xy bar plus xz. What distributive law says? Distributive law says that x into y plus z bar is equals to xy plus xz. See here now, x bar y plus x. You just distribute x with this and z. Okay, you distribute the one function into 2. Now again distribute it, x plus x. So you will get x plus x bar, y plus x, and so on. When you do this, you will get the final term like this. Now calculate their max terms. Okay. Then conversion between canonical forms. The complement of function expressed as the sum of minterm equals to the sum of minterms missing from the original function. This is because the original function is expressed by those minterms that make the function equals to 1, whereas its complement is 1 for those minterms that function is 0. See here. What it says? The conversion between canonical forms. तो क्या कह रहा है ये सिंपली ये कह रहा है, अगर हमारे पास कोई भी फंक्शन है, ठीक है, 0 2 4 6 7, इसमें कुछ टर्म्स मिस हैं जैसे 1 3 5. ओके, तो what happened with these terms? What we have to do? Simply we have to, one more time I am reading for you. The complement of a function expressed as the sum of minterms equals the sum of minterms missing from original. अगर हम इन मिन टर्म्स का सम करेंगे, जो रिजल्ट हमें इनके सम से मिलेगा वही रिजल्ट हमें जो इसमें मिसिंग हैं उनके सम से भी वही सेम रिजल्ट मिलेगा. क्यों ऐसा क्यों होगा? दिस इज बिकॉज द ओरिजिनल फंक्शन इज एक्सप्रेस्ड बाय दोज मीन्स टर्म्स दैट मेक फंक्शन इक्वल टू 1, whereas its complement is 1, and those min terms that function the 0. Okay, that's why. Now take the complement of f bar by De Morgan's theorem to obtain f in a different form. First one is, remember, f and second one is f bar. Okay, तो हम f bar पे De Morgan's theorem अप्लाई करेंगे f लेने to obtain a f. See here, f हमारा क्या था? f bar m1 m3 m5. ओके, तो हमने क्या किया? जस्ट वी टुक अ बार ऑफ दिस. जैसे ही हम बार लेंगे, बार व्हाट होल बार है, तो डी मॉर्गन्स थ्योरम क्या कहता था? इंडिविजुअली. अगर यहाँ पे और है तो उसका डॉट हो जाएगा इंडिविजुअली. ओके, व्हेन वी टुक अ डॉट we will get the sum. We will get the max term, because max term, what max term is saying? Max term just says that we have a what? We have the sum of all the terms. Okay, अगर हमें सम लेना है तो मैक्स टर्म, डॉट लेना होता है तो मिन टर्म. सिमिलरली यहाँ पर था, हमने चेंज कर दिया. ओके, जब हम इनका बार हटाएंगे तो वो क्या हो जाएगा? प्लस हो जाएगा. अगेन हमें सबका बार हटाना है तो वो मैक्स टर्म्स में आ जाएगा. टू कन्वर्ट फ्रॉम वन कैनोनिकल, सो हमने क्या किया? मिन टर्म को मैक्स टर्म में कन्वर्ट कर दिया. ओके, दैट वी हैव टू डू. Next, standard forms. You can see two canonical form of Boolean algebra are basic form that one obtained from regarding a function from the truth table. Fine. Similarly, now see the minimization of Boolean expression. It is very important. After SOP, what is SOP? Sum of product. And what is POS? Product of sum. Remember, sum of product and product of sum. The next step is to simplify the Boolean expression. We can simplify any Boolean expression by two methods, that is algebraic method and K-map method. Okay, how you will do it with algebraic method? Simply, this is your question given and you have to simplify this. Just write down your question. If you can take something common from this and this, you can take b bar. From this and this, you can take what? See here, D common, you can take D also. Fine. A bar B C. Here this is A bar B C, and here again A B bar C. Okay, you take common. Now remaining is D bar plus D. From these two terms you can take A B C. Fine. Now after taking A B C, the D bar and D, and you know the value of D bar plus D is equals to 1. Okay, we already studied in theorem, so we put 1 here. Now it's become A B bar C, then A B C. Here take common AC, then again you will get A B bar plus BC. So AC dot 1, the answer will come AC. Okay, you just simplify the theorem. Again we have to reduce this one. See how we will do. Here x bar y bar z plus. Similarly, the question is like this. Okay, so you have to take whatever common thing will come out, you take common, then apply theorems and put the final result. Now see how you will do it with K-map. First of all, what is K-map? K-map is a graphical display of fundamental products in truth table. It's a graphical display. Okay, put a 1 in the box for any minterm that appears in a SOAP expansion. Second, basic idea is to cover largest adjacent block you can, whose side length is some power of 2. Block can be wrapped around the edges. For example, the first K-map here represent x, y plus x, y bar. Fine, and the second like this. See, अब कैसे करेंगे हम लोग K-map को? अगर तुम्हारे, if you have two inputs, if you have three inputs, तो उसके लिए how you will draw a K-map? Simply एक इनपुट को तुम्हें x और x बार करना है, ऐसे ही y z लेना है, y z बार लेना है, y बार z बार, एक बार एक को बार लेना है, एक के साथ नहीं लेना है. इस तरह से ये तुम्हें ड्रॉ करना है. ओके, अब जब तुम लोग इसको ड्रॉ कर लोगे, अब तुम्हें क्वेश्चन के अकॉर्डिंगली कि कहाँ पर क्या आ रहा है उसके अकॉर्डिंगली वैल्यू 1 पुट करना है. फाइन. अब जैसे क्वेश्चन हमारा है, क्या है, ये वाला क्वेश्चन था हमारा एक्स वाई जेड था, तो यहाँ से सिंपली तुम्हें एक्स वाई जेड मिल गया, बिकॉज ये एक्स है, ये वाई जेड है, यहाँ पर तुम लोग 1 पुट कर दोगे. ओके, अब उसके बाद सेकेंड टर्म है एक्स बार y बार एंड z बार, तो x बार यहाँ पर है और y बार z बार यहाँ पर है, इसलिए हमने यहाँ पे 1 पुट कर दिया। नेक्स्ट है x बार y z बार, x बार और y बार z। ओके, क्या है क्वेश्चन? हाँ, x y z बार, तो x y z बार यहाँ पर 1 पुट हो गया। देन x y बार, ओके, तो you put 1 here, x bar, y bar and z bar। 4 वंस हमें मिल गए। अब हमें इसको इस तरह से कवर करना है कि मैक्सिमम हम कवर कर सकें। एक पेयर तो सिंपली ये वाला बन जाएगा, ओके, और एक पेयर बनेगा ऐसे, क्योंकि जब हम ये फोल्ड करेंगे तो ये इसके ऊपर ओवरलैप हो जाएगा। ठीक है, तो एक पेयर, 2 पेयर बन गए। अब उन 2 पेयर से तुम्हें x और x बार तुम्हें पता है 1 हो जाएगा। यहाँ से सिंपली तुम्हें मिला y बार और z बार, जो कि यहाँ पर लिख दिया y बार z बार। अब इस और इसको देखेंगे तो यहाँ पर x हमें लेना होगा। ठीक है, यहाँ पर देखो किसका, z और z बार का, तो वो z और z बार 1 हो जाएगा, इसलिए हमें लेना होगा y बार। फाइन, ओके। नाउ रिमेंबर, ऐसे ही एक और क्वेश्चन लिया और उसके लिए हमने के मैप इस तरह से ड्रॉ कर दिया। अब देखो, सम ऑफ प्रोडक्ट रिडक्शन यूजिंग के मैप, कैसे हम रिड्यूस करेंगे? जैसे यहाँ पर रिड्यूस किया था टर्म्स को, वैसे कैसे रिड्यूस करेंगे? इन एसओपी रिडक्शन ईच स्क्वायर रिप्रेजेंट अ मिन टर्म्स, हर स्क्वायर जो है मिन टर्म्स को रिप्रेजेंट करता है। सपोज गिवन फंक्शन इज ए बी सी डी एफ, ओके, और मिन टर्म्स उसके ये हैं। एंटर 1 इन द corresponding position for each min term given function. Now k map will be as follows. See here now. सिंपली हमारे पास 4 इनपुट हैं, ए बी और सी डी। इनको एज इट इज़ लिख देना है। फर्स्ट वाले को ए बार बी बार, इन टर्म्स को याद कर लेना। और ये जो नंबर यहाँ पर है 0 1 3 2, रिमेंबर, अगर तुम इन नंबर्स के को याद कर रहे हो, इनकी पोजीशन भी सेम होनी चाहिए। अगर यहाँ पर सी बार डी बार है तो यहाँ पर सी बार डी बार आएगा, ओके, और ये 0 आएगा। फाइन, अब इनको ऐसे ही रिमेंबर कर लेना और नंबरिंग की 0 1 2 लास्ट में, देन 3, ऐसे 4 5 6 लास्ट में, 7, देन 8 9 10 एंड 11। ये फिक्स पोजीशन है, इनको लर्न कर लेना। अब देखो उसने क्या बोला, 0, सबसे पहले हमें 0 चेक करना है, वहाँ पे 1 पुट करना है, फिर 2 चेक करना है, 2 पे 1 पुट करना है, 7 और 8 पे 1 पुट करना है, 7 और 8, देन 10 और 15 पे 1 पुट करना है, 10 और 15। ओके, अब हमारे पास 2 पेयर बनेंगे। फर्स्ट वन तो यही बन गया पेयर, सेकंड ये वाला 1 2 3 और 4, तो 2 पेयर बन गए। अब इनसे हम वैल्यू निकालेंगे, ओके, वी जस्ट टेक आउट द वैल्यू। अब यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है, ए बार बी बार एंड ए बार बी, ओके, सो ए बार इधर से निकला। फाइन, अब ऐसे देख चेक करते हैं, और सी बार डी बार सी डी बार, तो यहाँ से क्या, डी बार निकल गया, ओके, ए बार एंड डी बार। और इस पेयरिंग से सिंपली यू विल गेट द वन, या ए बी सी डी, ओके, B C D you will get. The result you are getting B C D and B bar D bar. Fine. These are the question written over here. You have to do in your notebook. Okay. First do it yourself. Then you can check the answer also. Fine. Okay. So do all the question. Assignment is